everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today I'm doing my next Friday reads. So the last couple of Friday reads have been like 10 or so minutes long, and I want to kind of try and reduce the length down to about 7 or 8 minutes per video. So with that in mind, I'm just going to start straight away on the books that I've read. How it's going to work, how I'm planning to reduce it is I'm still going to talk about how I felt about the books that I read, but I'm going to talk less so about the books that I want to read, in the hope that then I will talk about them in more depth when I read them. Let's get started. I think last Friday reads I shared The Jewel of St. Petersburg by Kate Fernval. I've now finished it. I enjoyed it. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. I had like zero hopes for this. I think I mentioned in that video as well, I'm very fussy when it comes to historical fiction, and while this wasn't perfect, it was still pretty enjoyable. Also, the main love interest is Danish, and I love Danes. Like, I just love them. So Denmark is like hardly ever mentioned in books, so I loved that we got a little bit of that in here. And then I read 2 poetry collections. You will have seen these several times already. These are the Modern Poets. So this is Controlled Explosions, which is the second one, with Michael Robbins, Patricia Lockwood and Timothy Thornton. And this is the third one, Your Family, Your Body by Malika Booker, Sharon Olds and Warson Shire. I DNF'd this one. I read a few poems from each poet and I didn't like any of them. So yeah, I just DNF'd it. And I'm going to get rid of it. So now that I've talked about it, it can go. And then this one I actually ended up loving. It's the only one from this series that I've actually enjoyed so far. I loved all of the poets. I thought they were incredible. Definitely going to pick up each of their collections. So yeah, I'm actually really happy that I read this one, because I really wasn't sure after the second one. And I have the fourth one, and again, I'm not sure about that one, but yes, we'll see. And then the other day, I started and finished The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I bought this on Tuesday? I want to say? Wednesday. Tuesday. And I read it and finished it Tuesday night. I didn't love it. I rated it 3.5 stars, but it also wasn't the worst thing I've read. I just felt like it lagged a lot, and I kind of like, it just kind of got to the point when you knew what had happened, but you didn't know how or who had done it. And like, it was sort of in between that, there was like 200 pages of just getting, like, the last chapter is when you find out what happened, and I just felt like all those chapters in between were just useless. Like, they didn't really build up suspense for me, they just kind of kept going. I did enjoy it enough. Okay, so the next week is, I've got quite a few. I've seemed to be like averaging out at about 4 books per week. So I picked out 5 this week, but I will explain why. Basically, this week, I quit my job. I've already got another job lined up, but it doesn't start for a few weeks. And I just thought that I would give myself some time off to do some uni work and do some reading and just sort of look after myself. Previously, I went from my last job straight into this previous one, and I didn't even have like a day break. Like, I quit because I was casual, I didn't have to give any notice, and then I quit on the Friday, started my new job on the Saturday. I thought it would be good for me to have like a break in between this one. I'm really looking forward to this new job. I will be working at a bookstore, so I'm super excited for that. And I will talk a little bit more about it in the future. Obviously I can't say too much because of like social media. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's in the contract and that sort of thing. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm starting a new job. So this week I've got like a few training shifts and that sort of stuff. but mostly it's being dedicated to me and to my thesis. So I've picked out a bunch of books just for me to read, and then let's just talk about them. So I have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which I started yesterday, 64 pages into. Yes, I'm dedicating pretty much my entire night to this tonight, so I'm hoping I can get through like another 100 pages or so. I also have, of course, Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I'm still 68 pages into this, but yes, definitely want to finish it this week. With that same kind of theme of finishing series, I have, of course, Mad Adam by Margaret Atwood. You guys have heard me talk about this so much that I'm just not gonna keep going. But yes. Then I guess, finishing series as well. I have the fourth, I forgot the name of this, Modern Poets. This is Other Ways to Leave the Room with Kathleen Jamie, Don Patterson and Nick Lard. This isn't like the end of the series, but this is the last one that's been published at the moment. So yes, I just want to get through this and see what I think. And yep. And then the last one I have, which is Working Towards the Thesis. I need to reread The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Brew Baker Bradley. God, her name is hard to say. This is one of the ones I'm exploring. It's like my primary text. So I have 3 of them. This is one of them. I've reread the other ones. Now it's time for this one. This is also my first text, so my first chapter. So yeah, I need to start work on that. I've started work on the others, but I haven't started this one. So yes, this is one that I'm sort of gonna like read in between the other things, like read a few pages here and there, that sort of thing. So yes, there we go. That's my Friday reads for this week. Hope it was a little bit quicker. Let me know if you guys prefer longer videos or shorter videos when it comes to Friday reads. That's really all I have for you. I will see you guys next week. Next Tuesday I'm doing something a little bit different, so I hope that you all enjoy it, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye!